Peace and conflict resolution, external intervention. Introduction. There have been many conflicts in human interactions worldwide. These usually result from the struggle for access and control over various natural resources such as land, minerals, and water, among others, and due to differing political interests. There are usually disagreements between the parties involved, which sometimes leads to wars. When these wars arise, sometimes the member parties require external intervention in bringing it to an end. There are various means of preventing a rise of conflicts. The method of approach to each conflict is usually different from each other. This is mainly due to the root cause of the conflict, which refers to internal and external factors, and the possible consequences of the intervention for the parties involved, citizens, and the world as a whole. Thus, before undertaking any intervention, it is good to observe the best way out of the conflict. This paper seeks to examine peace and conflict resolution by critically analyzing the cases in Rwanda and Libya. It evaluates whether intervention by external organizations such as the United Nations was necessary, citing the similarities and differences in both cases. Rwanda genocide. The Rwandan genocide was a result of conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsi. There had been power competition in Rwanda, with the tribe in power being oppressive. It was easy to identify the ethnicity of a person from the national identification card. There had been other conflicts before the genocide that left many people dead. They played a significant role in dividing the people along ethnic lines. Rwanda was a dictatorial country by the end of the 1980s. There were even regulations restricting interaction between the Hutus and Tutsi, for example, in the military forces. Many refugees outside Rwanda were denied access back to their mother country. This led them to organize themselves into various groups and find their way back. These troops, such as the Rwandan Patriotic Front, attacked the Rwandan government from outside the country in 1990–1992. This led to the rise of more ethnic tensions, displacement, and the death of so many Tutsi. The death of the Rwandan president in 1994 from an assassination led to the eruption of the massacre. The Hutus attacked the Tutsi, killing them. In response to the attacks, the Rwandan Patriotic Front fought for about 3 months to overcome the Hutus. This led to more than 500,000 people dying. There were meetings on how to settle the disagreement in Tanzania before the genocide. France was observed to take sides in support of the government. The international intervention to stop the genocide was not present despite the information about the planning. This led to the killings of many civilians in respect to the tribe they belonged to. This was because there was information about the planning of the massacre, yet nothing significant was done. Libya crisis. Muammar Gaddafi has been the leader in Libya for over 40 years. During this time, he has strengthened his political strength by appointing selected members to be in charge of crucial sectors of his government. There has been uneven distribution of resources and power. This led to the emergence of rival groups. The country is well developed. There have been the revolution movements in most of the North African nations aimed at initiating change in the governance but stopped when it landed on Libya. There was a delay in provision of housing by the government to the citizens and allegations of misuse of power that led to the protest. In response to the protest, Gaddafi used his military on the civilians. The rebels, on the other hand, started fighting, aiming to capture the oil towns. This has led to the death of many in the struggle for power. The civil fighting in Libya has attracted the intervention of the Western country. These countries have deployed military intervention in Libya to help in calming the situation. The military intervention was backed up by the United Nations. This intervention has led to the destruction of many properties. In the case of Libya, other means of solving the problem could have been used, with the military intervention being the last option. Despite the intervention bringing peace in the country, there are many other repercussions that follow. This is evident in cases of Iraq and Afghanistan. Some countries have been intending to arm the rebels with more weapons. This step is not right, as it is likely to encourage continuous persistence and development in the war. This means that more people are to lose their lives, and that this will create more and more separation. The civil wars in Rwanda and Libya have similarities. In both, there were specific persons who were in power and denied the others their rights. This led to the emergence of opposition and eventually civil war, which caused loss of lives to many. In the Rwanda genocide, there was no intervention by the United Nations despite the information about the planning. In the Libya crisis, the United Nations intervention was very fast. It has taken sides, and though intervention is good, on the other side, it has its repercussions. The bloodshed in Libya is less than that of the Rwandan genocide, with both parties armed with warfare machinery such as grenades and missile launchers. The intent of the civil war in Rwanda was due to ethnical differences, which is not the case in Libya. There are arguments that the quick intervention is based on the oil that is present in Libya and the lack of cooperation between Gaddafi and the West.